Good morning, everybody. We're going to get ready to work out. It may be afternoon by you, it may be the evening, whatever it is, it's so important to move. So it's been a minute since I have done a video in long form, 30 minutes or more. But a lot of my snowbirds of my clients that I see face to face, they've left. They've flown home for the summer. We're approaching summer, and they're going to need some videos. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do one each month so you get something fresh till you come back. So pick it up on what we were working all about, which we're all about in our Fit Camp classes, is strength training, resistance training, balance, and strong bones. And of course we get our heart rate up, so if you have your trackers on, you should be marching right now, getting all your steps in. And we're going to just get that body warmed up, get those fires burning. Good, we're going to wake up those hemispheres of the brain. You know, I've been doing this for way too long now. But you can never stop. It has to be a lifestyle. I've been an instructor since I'm 22. I'm now 55. I can't even believe it. But it's so important for the body. I'm wearing my favorite sneakers. They have great support. So it's very important what you put on your feet, because your feet are going to be your foundation for most of these exercises. All right, let's keep going. March, march, march. And good. I'm going to step away for a second, just check on everything, check on you guys. All right, what you're going to need today is you're going to need a band, something to squeeze, like a ball, maybe a towel, whatever you have that you can squeeze. We know from some of the biggest aerobics and fitness governing bodies that doing isometric holds are really great for the bones, so don't forget those. All right, so let's go ahead and tap, tap. We're just warming up. It's important to warm up from the toes all the way up, or from the head down. Sometimes we do that too. So let's go ahead and pull the toes up. Lift those arms up gently. We're doing heels. And nice and gentle, just getting our steps in. And you can do this at home. Make this video longer if you want by doing it for more than 30 minutes. Just picking up some of the exercise that we do in another rotation. Okay, let's go out to the side. Out, out. Good job. Keep it going. All the way out. Get those trackers on. Like I said, we got to keep it going. Keep it going. Get credit for all those steps. They really add up. So we're doing an open jacket, which is great for the shoulders. And we're opening up the hip. Great opener right there. Good. All right, how about we tap and internally rotate now. Tap, tap, good. Looking good. I'm going to push my chair out of the way while you guys keep going. Little hint, we're going to use our chair. All right, let's get those arms up. Keep warming up those shoulders. All the joints of the body need to be warmed up. Good, take those deep breaths. Take those deep breaths because that is essential to life. Our muscles are going to be really craving that oxygen in a few minutes, and you have to take those deep breaths. Okay, let's go to the back. So we're going to tap, tap. Start to get those back extensors awake. And tap. We're going to start to bend the knees a little bit and press. So we're engaging the glutes, the quads, depending on how far you go down, and press. Good. How about we add a little balance? I promised you balance. How about one leg? Your right leg. Press it, press it. Good, get those arms going. If that takes you too much off balance, just put them right here. And good, let's switch. Press, press. Now for those who really want to challenge, don't touch the floor with your foot at all. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single. Good. Standing up nice and tall. The legs feel good. Let's go back to that march. March, march, march. Maybe take a bigger march. Get the knees up nice and high. We're going to do a little speed burst now. You know, that is very highly recommended that when you're doing a cardio session, this isn't really going to be a cardio session, but when you're doing a cardio session, to get some speed bursts in there, 30 seconds as fast as you can go, and that really helps to work the cardiovascular system. So let's go, let's pick it up. Quick, quick, quick. Keep it going, I'm counting. Quick, quick, quick. We can get nice and low, stomp those feet. It's gonna be part of what we do next for the bones. Good. Press, press. Hang with it. You can even have fun with it. Go in and out. Football. Woo, goalpost arms. Get down a little lower. And good. You're there. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Take those bigger, deeper breaths. Excellent. You should be feeling nice and awake right now. Okay, good. We're going to do heel drops. Drop, drop. Good. Different than a calf raise. We're pressing those heels down. Press, press, press. Good. We're sending good vibrations up the body, along the spine. Saying, hey, wake up those bones. Build more bone density. And to really pick this up, if you want, you can add a little weight bearing to it. Woo-hoo, let's go. You can hold it above your head. If you can't raise your arms above your head, you can hold them here. Let's just get that weight bearing there. 50 of these a day should do the trick. All right, let's pick it up. And heel, heel, heel. Woo-hoo. All right, good. March it out. Notice the beat of my music isn't too fast. It's not too slow, but it's not too fast. Around 128, 132. Okay, keep it going. And march. Let's focus on the upper body. Now really warm it up right here. Those shoulders feel good. We can do some bigger movements. Arm swings are so beneficial. Even in Eastern medicine, arm swings are very important to wake up the body, the different meridians of the body, the different planes of the body. And it helps to decompress all that stuck stress. Let's go the other way. You can make a fist. You can do a little brain work with it. Close, open, close, open, close. Good. Let's do it with some turns, some twists and turns with the arm right here. Open, close, open, close. Try it out. Pull that belly button in. Try talking while you do it. Okay, good. Woohoo! Pulling those arms in and out. Let's push them all the way. Get your fingertips to point toward the ceiling if you can. All right, let's pick it up. Double time. Press, press, press. Hold those arms nice and tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. How about we kick it now? Kick, kick. Good. Pulling your core muscles in. Engaging. standing up as tall as you can. We're gonna add a little balance again. One leg, right leg. If the arms throw you off too much, just keep your hands right at your hips, right at your sides. Let's go, chop, chop. Start to engage into the side obliques. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Chop it. Let's do 8 more. 4, 3, 2, and march. Great job. Woo. Let's see if we can kick those legs to the side. Out. How's that feeling? Bringing those arms up, parallel to the floor. Okay, let's bring those arms all the way up. Feeling good? All right, let's bring those hands behind the ears and stay on one side. Let's go. Kick it up. We're going to try to bring that elbow to the leg. Slow it up if you need to. And 4, 3, 2. That's my bad side. All right, let's go other side. Some of you know, worked through a hip labrum tear for the last year or two. Not fun. All right, good. March it out. March, march, march. How about we try to kick those legs back? Really do a full back extension without hyperextending. Reach and kick. Woo-hoo. Starting to feel the heart rate go up a little bit. You know, when you use your arms and you keep them above your heart rate's going to go up. So you could even be sitting in a chair doing this, a chair, and your heart rate would still go up. All right, it's time to balance. Let's kick it. So kick it behind you. Kick that leg. Good. With the arms. We're going to have a little fun with this, with balance. If you're like, wow, this is a piece of cake, let's take it down into a little lunge. You can hold it here with both knees bent, or keep the back leg straight. Either way, we're going to challenge that balance. Our side obliques, our weight. We can see where we can push it to. Again, if you want to take it down here, go ahead. Keeping that knee behind the toe, protecting the knee, and good. All right, other side, you know, we got to be even. All right, here we go, lift, lift. And if you want to, on your second round, if you're going for an hour workout, you could use weights through this warm-up. I usually do about 12 to 15 reps in class. So let's go hold it down right here. And again, if you want to really challenge this, use a weight, use a kettlebell, use a ball. That really challenges the leg if you get low into that lunge. And you're using your side obliques. I love when you can use a lot of different muscles in one exercise. All right, let's march it out. Take a drink. Taking a drink of water is essential. Now, let's do some of those holds, those squeezes I talked about. So if you have a ball, grab a ball. We're also going to swing the arms as we warm up into squats. Regular squat, see how that feels on the knees? The knees are in the same direction as the toes. Squeezing the ball the whole time with the palms. Isometric contraction right there. Looking good. Really swing those arms. We're not throwing the hips into it. We want to stay strong, straight up and down. And good. We're going to hold it here. Good for the bones. Keep thinking that. Bones. Squeeze. Good. Get stronger. Build more density. This is especially important for those of you who are in perimenopause or menopause, who are concerned about your bone health. Very good to incorporate these exercises into your routine. And squeeze. There's a lot of scientific information out there. You can Google it. All about how these squeezes and these holds are really beneficial for your bone density, for osteopenia, osteoporosis, or just keeping it at bay so it doesn't get worse. All right, looking good. Let's take it up. Let's go to the side and center and side. We can play with those squeezes. Squeeze up top. Squeeze. We can do a little more of an isometric hold for the legs. Squeeze. If you want to get fancy or make it harder, squeeze to the side and center and side, center, side, center. Keep squeezing. Get a little lower. Are you breathing? People laugh when I say that, but sometimes people hold their breath when they're exercising, and that's no good. All right, keeping that head in between the arms. Good, we're gonna get lower this time and see if we can hang and bring that ball to the floor. Now, of course, if you wanted to up the intensity with this, you could use a weighted ball, a medicine ball, but then you might have a little hard time squeezing it. They do have squeeze small balls that are weighted, which work nicely with this exercise. We use them in class. All right, let's bring the ball all the way down and see if we can get right here and do a little bit of a windmill stretch. Dropping that booty a little bit lower to the ground. Keep going, and if you can't, you can just still do the stretch here. Actually, you could bring it all the way over. And good, we're gonna grab a hold of those elbows and just hang right here. See how low we can bring the chest to the legs, staying right there. Good. Let's start to turn those toes out, and we're gonna bring it up. All right, we're gonna bring those arms out, swinging them again, up as we warm up into plie squats. And really swing and let them go. Not to be done with weights, the swinging of the arms. We really want to try to decompress with these arm swings. And I recommend about 30 of each exercise. So 30 reps, not 36. You'll be here all day. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, march it out. So another thing that we can do for our bones is put the ball between the legs and squeeze the inner thighs. So while we've got that ball, let's squeeze, squeeze. We'll give ourselves a little rest from the squats. Squeeze, good. All right, let's pick up a weight. Let's hold it right there. Squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze, squeeze. Woo! Feeling good. Let's add a squat back in. So every time you come down, squat. If you want that really good weight bearing, bring that weight above the head. Or if you have 2 dumbbells, you can certainly do that. And 4 more. 4, 3, 2. You want to feel that engagement in the glutes if you're going for it. All right, let's take that away. And now let's do the complete opposite. Let's open up the knees, open up the legs. We'll do a goblet squat and take it down and up. You can hold it up here, hold it down there. Good. We're gonna also activate the calf muscles. Let's pick one heel up. Breathe through it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do that on the other side. Keeping everything nice and tucked in. Lift that heel. Four more, let's go. 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna hold it down and squeeze, squeeze. Little pulses working those inner thighs. Woohoo! But a different way. Instead of squeezing the wall, we've got the legs out to the side, knees pointed out to the side. Now let's see if we can add heels, both heels. We're gonna do a little raise. Good, so that's what it looks like with a kettlebell. But like I said, if you just have weights, you want to use those weights, up, down, up, or here. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's march it out. Let's go ahead and use the chair. I will show you some things to do with the chair. Can you believe we're just flying through these 30 minutes? A lot of times people have a tough time with a lunge. So we're going to stay here, a stationary lunge, rest. Good. Another really good exercise for the bones is the row. So let's do it with the dumbbell or the kettlebell first. So whatever you have, and we're going to just master the row. Pull it up and down. We're holding a heavy weight. Good, let's take it down and up. Notice I'm not over my leg like this. I'm still keeping my upper body nice and tall. I'm pushing my arm out on a little bit of a diagonal. And it's all about the squeeze in the back. Squeeze. All right, let's hold it right there. Feeling good. Let's get some military presses in there. With balance, one arm. You could do both if you want. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great exercises for the deltoid, rear deltoid, the back. All right, let's do the other side. If you don't need a chair, you don't have to worry about it, but if you're using the chair, keep your legs closest to the chair in front. And that gives you the room to work on that row. Good. Watch your form. Form is key. You try to pack a lot into the 30 minutes. We did our squeezes. We're doing our rows. We did our heel drops. All good stuff for the bones. And good. All right, let's stay here. We can stay in that isometric contraction if you want with the legs. Always a good thing. And press into that military press. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's show options in the chair, maybe with our bands this time. So we're going to go ahead and grab a band. What you can do with the band is put it right underneath your feet. Toes pointed up. We're going to crisscross the band and pull it back. Squeeze. And you just don't have bands. You don't want any part of bands, that's fine. You can still use your weight. Same thing. Forward, pull back. Forward. Sit up tall. Remember, we don't want to throw our back into an arched lower back. So we want to really play with it, you can turn the angle, really squeeze through the shoulder blades, and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we've got those military presses that we can do really nicely in the chair, because it helps to keep the back straight. I prefer not sitting against the backrest though. I make my core work. All right, we're gonna go straight up. We can even add a leg. Important always to try to keep those legs moving. We're making those hip flexors work. And a lot of times people who sit for a living at their desk, for their jobs, or just who are very sedentary, they have very, very tight hip flexors and weak hip flexors. So this is a good way to strengthen them. So after you're done with your military press, you can go ahead and rest the weights right here on the legs and lift. Maybe just one leg at a time and keep lifting. You will feel that, trust me. Okay, if you want to do that about 10 to 15 times, you'll feel that. Let's try it on the other leg. 5 more, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just have a little fun with this. Something we should all do, very functional movement, is be able to get up and out of the chair. So with weights or not, we're going to try not to hold on to the chair and come on up. Everybody looks at this like, oh, it's so easy. Okay, well there's ways to make it harder. All right, it's not easy for everyone. We're going to get one leg up and try to get up there. All right, that's how you can make the whole exercise a lot harder. Or you can also keep that weight bearing going right here up at the top and try to do it. Always ways to make an exercise more challenging, and there's always ways to modify. All right, great job. One more exercise that I want to show you guys, very important for the bones, is the lat pull down machine. But we don't usually have access to a lat pull down machine in our homes. In the gym we do, but if you're not at the gym, your band will come in handy. You're going to bring it to the side. Bring it to the side. Good. Press. So I rolled it around my hand. You don't have to do that, but then the handles might flop around. You can get an infinity band and use that if you want. Now to make this more challenging, we can lift one leg and just do one side. Pull. Those red bands are tight, y'all. You can do a red band, a blue band, a black band. And then if I add a knee extension, not only am I working my hip flexor, but I'm working my quadricep, the sartorius, especially if I turn my knee out a little bit, and my core. We're kind of making a C curve to keep everything in check and not arch my low back while I do that lat pull down. This is a little bit more advanced. There's nothing wrong with this. Right here. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Keep going. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. March it out. March. Remember, get those steps. You can go for another set of sit and stand if you want. Actually, we have a few minutes, very few, before we stretch. We can take that band again and get both arms opening while we do that sit and stand. Squeeze. Feel the muscles in the back, squeezing. Woo. On my Instagram Reels, there is a video of me from a very short time ago, probably last week, because I had just turned 55. And I was on the lat pull down machine. You can see my back Really working on us doing a personal best. Okay, good. One more. I did a few extra. Let's see what we did today. Great for the bones. Your lat pull down, your rows, your heel drop, weight bearing, holding the weight up, all good things. I also incorporated a lot of inner thighs. As women, we all tend to lose those muscles and the strength in the inner thighs. And we got to work on that because that helps balance the gluteus medius and the outer thigh. So keep that in mind. I'm going to turn the music off. And we're just going to start to take some deep breaths. And let's just cool things down. Let's stretch out. Maybe bring an arm back nice and gentle. We did a lot of shoulders. Next workout, maybe we'll make it all about biceps and triceps. And then let's see if we can get both arms up and back. Let's spread those fingers apart. You should have got a nice little cardio pump in there. But again, you want to focus on working on these key exercises and really upping the weights that you use. It's all about strength. So let's bring the arms to the front like we're serving the platter and squeeze and bring it back. Give it a good squeeze in the back for the shoulder blades. Squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift. Good. We're going to take it up and stretch those arms above the head. Reach for the elbows and really just hang right there. We can hang over to one side, over to the right. Keep the cushions on the couch, as they say. So both butt cheeks should be in the chair. And then over to the other side. Back up to the front. And good, we're going to do a little wrist decompression. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. You can always comment. If you want to reach me for any personal training, I'm available through the summer. And good. Open up those arms, open up those fingers. Let's reach back for the back of the chair and let's just hang. Feels like the Titanic. King of the world. You could also do that standing up. So let's go ahead and hold the big beach ball and then let it go. Rounding the back. So this is kind of like a cat and cow that you would do on your knees on the floor. And around the back, and good. Really, really good. Good stretch there. Okay, let's go ahead and look over to our right. Now there's a trick. I'm going to show you a magic trick. We're going to look over to the right, mark your spot with your eyes, then take your right arm, put it over your left, and keep going over to your left. Going to take a nice deep breath while you do that, looking forward, and then let's do it again. Let's go ahead and look, and let's see if our neck turns even farther. I bet you it did, okay? It's a tried and true method. Let's turn it to the left, mark your spot with your eyes, come back to the front. Let's bring that arm over to your right. Good. Keep moving it. Take a deep breath. Should be about 5 seconds at least in and then 5 seconds out. At least, right? Okay, relax and let's look back again. I bet you got a lot more movement that time. Let's do a little neck flexion with maybe just a fingertip, just to give you a little extra push there, a little extra flexibility. Let's go to the other side. Same thing, gentle pressure, and then back up. That should have felt great. Let's go ahead and roll up out of the chair. Let one arm hang. Maybe straighten out the legs, stretching through those hamstrings. A little shoulder circumduction right here, and switch. We're going to soften the knees and get ready to pick it all the way up. Good. Let's go side to side. The sides feel good, that's great. We can go side to side. Let's do a little hip check. Lower back and hip check. Let's put the hands on the hips and circle from the ball of each foot to the heel. Keep going around and around. You can do that as many times as you want and switch. Feels so good. And now with the soft knees, let's take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Let's take it over to the right. We're gonna go down and around, and then up, over to the other side, down and around, and good. Open it up. Nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, and give yourselves a great big hand for doing the workout with me today. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.